Hey, hi.
Hi.
Hey, hi, everyone. Good morning, all. Okay. Just let me share your screen. Okay. Just give me a minute. Okay, let's come back. Okay. So, hi, everyone. Good morning, all. Welcome to the demo. Okay. Before I proceed into the demo part, um, okay, let's introduce myself. Okay. My name is Sagar. I'm the trainer for this Devops in Azure. So, I'll be training you end to end this Azure with Devops completely. Okay. So, coming to my experience, I have total 12 years of experience in this field. I started my career around 2012 with Wipro. Then I moved to TCS. Then I moved to a company called Ultimetric. Now currently I'm working with Mastercard. So that's a brief intro about myself. Okay. So I'll be training here in the morning sessions, and I'll be available for you like anytime. You can connect me over the call whenever you want to connect. Right. So before I proceed, okay, let's have a little bit of prerequisite. Okay, let's clarify some things and then we'll proceed into the demo part. Right. But before we go that, let me have some introduction from you. Like I see like two folks joined. Okay, few more folks will be joining here. Okay. uh, just introduce yourself. Like what are you doing? Where are you working? Right. So are you a student? Are you trying to switch a technology? Anything is fine. Like just two lines about yourself. That would be great before we proceed.
Yeah, hi. This side from Lakshman, where I previously worked for LTI Mindtree, and currently I'm an employee. Recently, I came from masters from abroad.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Hey, hi, this is Vinita. I'm from US, Michigan. I'm currently working in Code Tech IT consultancy as HR. And I want to learn this and I want to know more about this. Actually, my background is science field. I completed MSc Biotech. Um, I want to go for how it will be. It will be easy or I can learn any opportunities around this.
Okay, great. Sure. Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, so let's move on to little of prerequisite, and then I'll drive you to some more details to clarify your doubts. So, coming to the prerequisite with DevOps with Azure, very first, guys, time and patience is very important. Okay, time and patience is very important because this is one of the digital course in the market. If you see the top five technologies, okay, you'll find DevOps among them or a cloud among them. Okay, and then to start this you require basics of Linux administration. What is Linux? Linux is an operating system. Okay, like how you have Windows, similar to Windows we have Linux. Okay, so the complete real-time platform is based on Linux. So here we'll be teaching you Linux from the scratch. This complete course is from the scratch. Your previous knowledge, or we don't need any prerequisite. Okay, this knowledge, start this course. So everything we are going to start from the scratch. Okay, so anyone who is passionate can start their career as a DevOps engineer. Programming knowledge is not mandatory for DevOps course. Okay, so there's no compulsion that you have to learn programming. So it is not at all mandatory for our side. And then people from any background can start this course. People from any background can start this course. Moving on, this is the course outline, like introduction to DevOps world, Linux administration, okay, DevOps tools, Azure cloud engineering, interview guidance. So this is how we drive into module by module, so that uh, you can complete this few modules and you can start applying for jobs. So here you are learning four things. So one you're learning is Linux admin. Linux admin itself is a complete course. Okay, this will help you to gain the operational knowledge. Also, you can join as a system admin. Okay, second thing, you can learn the DevOps tools. So you can become a DevOps engineer. And third, you'll be learning as cloud engineering. So today, like in the market, if you say you are an Azure DevOps engineer, or you're an Azure DevOps consultant, or you're Azure DevOps lead engineer, okay, or you're Azure manager, right? Definitely your Linux, DevOps, and Azure, all the three are required in the market. Okay, because that is Linux is a basics for DevOps and cloud. And if you say you're a DevOps engineer, okay, you're a DevOps engineer, irrespective of anything, they will ask you cloud knowledge. Okay, so anywhere cloud is essential today. So that's the reason we have kept these modules. And these are your tools which we are going to cover. So all these tools are not the frequency of learning these tools is not same. Like some are very high, some are very low. Okay, some are very small tools, right? So it depends upon that. This complete course will go around 2.5 months. Okay, 2.5 months. So this course will completely go 10 days of buffer here and there in case any holidays. Okay, so this is like almost you can say like 70 to 70 to 80 classes you can expect for this entire course. And then these are the projects which will be driving here. Okay, so these projects will give you some clarity like how uh, your day-to-day activity the company will drive. Okay, what kind of a work you're going to do in the company. Okay, what kind of automations you're going to implement in the company, right? How your day-to-day life is going to be, that is what you're going to see here in terms of architectures. We'll be drawing architectures, we'll be implementing this one, right? Now come back. So okay, you want to see the architectures. So here everything is whiteboard. We don't drive PPT. PPT is just for demo because time is shorter here. Okay, time is shorter. If you see, this is how we implement the flow diagrams, which will give you your complete picture of how a customer is deployed with the Kubernetes. If the customer is in Kubernetes environment, how do you deploy it? Okay, how do you build? How do you deploy? All these things will be doing it here. Fine. Similarly, Okay, this is how you draw the architecture for your respective cloud. Okay, end to end architecture for your cloud. How do you create your virtual machine scale set? How do you create your VPC? How do you plan your networking? All these things will be implemented. This is just a diagram. Everything is graphical user in cloud. Okay, you have Azure portal. From that Azure portal, you'll be working it. So everything is come the graphical user you'll be implementing. It's not that complicated. There are multiple diagrams again to implement. Now let's come back. Okay, so now. So mostly these are completed tools. So what you're going to work in Azure and DevOps is DevOps will give you complete tools and Azure will give you Azure portal. If you have gone to the Azure portal, okay, if you've gone to the Azure portal, okay, you'll able to see this Azure portal. In the Azure portal, you'll able to find all these things. Okay, in the Azure portal, you'll able to see all these things where you'll be working in the completely graphical user interface. It's nothing, there's no programming work. You don't do any coding, nothing. Everything you'll be working in this Azure portal. This kind of a portal will be there where you'll be using the services. Okay, complete DevOps also can be implemented here, but some companies prefer to do the DevOps in Azure. Some companies prefer to do the DevOps in the open source tools. That means just now I showed you a diagram, right? So every tool is open source, like Jenkins is there, Maven is there, SonarQube, JFrog. These are all open source. Okay. Some customers are the open source tools which are available by official website. Some customers prefer to use within the Azure. So you have to work both, you have to manage both. Okay. It's basically a tools, okay, a proper process tools. Okay. There's no programming, there is no any kind of a coding we don't read it. Okay, it's purely like, and one thing about your DevOps is whatever you learn here is same in the company. It is not that you learn something here again the company something is there. No, that is not the case. Why? Because you're learning a technology from official website. Okay, what are the tool you're going to learn? You're learning from the official website of the vendor who has provided this tool. So either the company has to use or you have to learn. Both will prefer the same content. That's the reason it is whatever you learn it here, it's same in the company. It's same in the company. Right now, come back. So okay, so this will be the agenda. Okay, for today: DevOps cloud overview, cloud computing, okay, Azure cloud engineering, and the most important part is industries. Okay, wherever you go, first decided that if you want to switch a career to other technology, or if you want to add one more skill set into your uh, existing profile. Okay, so very first see that which all places this uh, tools have been used or which all places this technology has been used. So prefer to first verify that, because the journey should be long. Okay, journey should always be long, because if you're learning something, if you want to add something to your profile, make sure that is there, that exists in the market. Okay, market is very demanded. Okay, the salaries are very high. So look for everything, how long it will, okay, how long it will be there, how long it will exist in the market. Okay, that is what you have to check. And lastly, how do you extend your career? If you want to grow, what is the roadmap for this? We'll speak about it, right? So what is this DevOps? Okay, what is this DevOps? So DevOps is a practice or a process or operation development engineers participate together in the entire life cycle, from the design through the development process into the production support. That means DevOps initially came as a process. Initially, DevOps, which when it came in the market, was a process. Okay, where they wanted this developer, okay, operation to work together to build a quality product. Because if you see this DevOps keyword, there are two things: Dev and Ops. Dev for development, O for operational. Similarly, Dev for developers who are like Java developers, C developers, database developers, and operation like DevOps engineers, cloud engineers, system administration, all these people, right? So these people brought this two keyword together to bring a process in the market. They wanted to bring a proper process. For example, if you want to build a phone, you want a process. What should be the color of the phone? What should be the design of the phone? You should gather the requirements, right? Then you'll design that how should be the design phase, okay, how should be the implementation phase, how do you develop that, okay, how do you test it, okay, how do you send it in the market and get the feedback from the customer. All this is a process. Similarly, DevOps also brought a process where operation development engineers work together, okay, to build a quality product right from the design till it goes live in the market. But to implement this process, they wanted a life cycle. Okay, similarly, like anything, any product you want to implement today, definitely you require a life cycle. Definitely you require a life cycle. Okay, so that life cycle is nothing but, okay, this is your life cycle. What the life cycle you're saying is, this is the life cycle. So like you have a software development life cycle, right? Anywhere you might have learned in college as well. So continuous planning, okay, how do you plan that, okay, how do you gather requirement? Continuous build, how do you do the code and build, how do you implement that complete features of that, how do you integrate it? For example, you have a phone, how does this phone integrate with the Bluetooth, how this phone integrates with your TV, how this phone integrates with the charger, all this integration, right? Similarly, testing, what level of testing you'll implement in this. It can be a product, it can be a software, it can be a website, right? And then deployment, so how do you deploy it, how do you start the deployment process, right? And then the feedback, improvement, and monitoring. So all these are your proper life cycle. Using this life cycle, you can implement this DevOps process. Using this life cycle, you can implement this DevOps process. So initially, DevOps came as a process. To run the process, they wanted a life cycle. To implement this life cycle, they wanted a DevOps tools. That is how it came in the market. So DevOps didn't come like just 3 years, 4 years ago. DevOps came in the market very early, okay, very early in like 2012 somewhere you can say, as a technology, but it started booming in 2015, and around like 2017, 18 it started booming very high in the market, and today it is like one of the top 5 technology. If you search, DevOps will be there in that. Okay, because the demand is that growing in the market. So this is how your technology came in the market. So previously DevOps also there was a technology called build and release. Okay, there's a traditional deploy development, traditional operation people. So this build and release technology failed in the market. There was something called build and release technology that failed in the market. That is how they brought this DevOps in the market. That is how the DevOps came in the market, because initially traditional development failed in the market. That made your DevOps come in the market. That is how your they wanted this DevOps to bring as a process, and they wanted us to, okay, they wanted us the developer and operation to work together to build a quality product, okay, so that the end user will not face any issues. End user will not face any issues. That is how this. That is how DevOps came in the market. Okay, that is how your DevOps came in the market. So, now, who is a DevOps engineer? In simple terms. So, DevOps engineer is a IT professional. Remember, this is a IT professional course. It is not a support job. It is not a system admin job. Okay, it's one of the professional course. Why? Because you see here Dev and Ops. Dev stands for developer. Ops stands for operations. Why they combine these two keywords, and why did they add this Ops as capital here? Reason is that you see any of the market, you go to any place in the market, okay, any college you go, okay, they'll teach you what. First they'll teach students Java, C language, and database. That is a common subject in any college. But if you see, when this Mintra was getting built, okay, there was a lot of demand for this developer. When this Mintra website was initially getting built, there's a lot of demand. It can be Mintra, it can be Amazon, it can be anything. There's a lot of demand for the developers. But once this website is built, it is stable running, then the operation work will start. Now, have you seen Mintra or Amazon getting daily changed? Daily Mintra is complete website is changed. Daily it is same. Hardly when there is a sale or something that you'll able to see the slight change in the main page. But rest everything will be same. Rest everything will be same, right? So here what happens is whenever the developer was building this Amazon, that time there's a lot of peak of demand. But once the website is built, now comes the operation people work till the end of your Amazon. Is the Amazon going to end? Is the business is going to end? Any website you see, okay, in the worldwide, if you see, if you can't even count the website, that many websites are there worldwide. To manage this complete websites, you require a DevOps engineer, okay, And until the website is live, your job is live. So imagine that demand for it, how much demand is there. Okay. And it is not in one place, the demand is not in one place. If you see the demand is in these many places. Okay. Demand is in these many places. These many places you have a demand. Software industry, every software industry has their website. Every software industry is going to build a software product. Okay. Automobile, every automobile industry, okay, has a website to sell the product. Two wheeler, four wheeler, heavy vehicle, okay, commercial vehicles, okay, there you require a website. Okay. That today everything is built automatically. Okay. We see like a lot of products are built automatically via machines. Okay. To run that process of machines, again require your DevOps. Fine. Financial financial institutes or insurance. Today you can buy insurance online. There are n number of websites. Today you can do a Google Pay, Phone Pay. You can get your what do you call it? You can get your uh, loan online. Banking is online. Okay, all these things is online, right? Everything is online, right? Okay, all these things are online. Okay, now then social media, health services are okay. Social media, you can like WhatsApp, Instagram, Mintra, what are you using, which is 24 by 7 available for you. How do you think it is available? As soon as you wake up from as soon as we wake up, first you see a WhatsApp, Instagram, okay, Facebook, like we see this all these things, right? How do you think it's 24 by 7 up? Whenever you access it is accessible because DevOps tools are sitting behind it. It's not one industry, multiple industry. Government industry has their own websites. Education, that is how we connected today, right? E-commerce, like your Amazon, Mintra, Flipkart, all these things are e-commerce. Health services, today you can get medicines online. You can consult a doctor online. All these things are today dependent on DevOps. That means every industry requires a website, every industry requires an automated process to implement their product. Okay, that is how a DevOps is used in every industry. That means you have jobs in these many industries. Secondly, Azure. Where is Azure used? Azure is a cloud. Today you can sit in any part of the country, you can download your Aadhaar card. Today you can sit in any part of the country, you can access your Gmail where you have 15 GB of storage in the drive, right? You can use that drive anywhere. You can upload, download from anywhere. How it is possible? It is possible because of the cloud. It's possible because of the cloud, right? Anything today you can, okay, send the data, you can download the data, you can watch. You can watching so many YouTube videos, you're watching Netflix, you're watching Amazon Prime. How do you think that many videos are, where are these videos stored? You're playing that videos, but where are the videos stored? It's stored in cloud. That's the reason you log in this application from any part of the country, it will work. Why? Because data is stored in the cloud, and that cloud is managing the entire data where you can access the data within fraction of seconds. That's the reason these many industries are depending on the DevOps and your cloud where you're using this Azure. Okay, so research everywhere which all companies are using. Okay, what is the demand for it? Check everywhere, right? How many companies are making use of your DevOps? TCS, Netflix. Okay, so which all companies are making use of your DevOps? So see everywhere. Okay, lot more companies details you'll get it here, and see the which all companies are making use of your Azure. Okay, so here eBay, LinkedIn, BMW requires your Azure. I told you automobile industries. Okay. Walmart, supermarkets, right? So Wipro, Dell, Intel, lot of companies are there. You see NASA is using it. Okay, so lot more companies, big companies which are using this one, right? So see which all companies are making use of it. A lot of details you'll get it. Coca-Cola, Deloitte, Flipkart, Accenture. So reason is that if these companies don't make use of a DevOps, you'll never get a job. That is a fact. If the companies use your respective technology, only then you'll get a job. Okay, and check the salary. This is the most important part, guys. Okay, most important part of your things. So just go and research your salary. This is the Indian salary. Okay, this is the place currently where I'm sitting. If you're from US, the salaries are very high. Someone is from US, UK, Canada, Australia, I've seen, okay, folks earning a lot of salary on this. Okay, because for them the salary hike is very high compared to India. Okay, so however, the India also salary is very good compared to, even if you learn programming today, you'll not get that salary. What salary you get it with the help of this uh, Azure and DevOps, right? That much demand is there in the market. Okay, and see the openings for this. Okay, openings are keep coming daily. You can check the openings of this. Okay, you can go to LinkedIn. You can go to your Naukri.com, Shine.com, Insta Hire. A lot of different websites is there where you'll able to see this one. Okay, so see the demand, analyze the demand. Okay, how much is the demand again? Check your complete Naukri.com. Okay, your Shine.com. See the demand first. Forget about technology. If you say that learning is difficult, no, I would not say learning is difficult, because we have seen people from MBBS background who doesn't know ABCD of computers. We have seen people from MBA background, people from diploma background, people from civil engineering, people from electrical background. So all these people are learning. It's not a miracle to learn, it's very easy to learn, because it's a frequency. If you want to learn, this is the proper mode of learning to implement this. Okay, we have seen a lot of different background people who worked in non-ID for 10 years. Okay, like they worked in Google Maps and everywhere, where they spent the 10 years of their industry, and now they are moving to DevOps. That is possible. So learning is not a difficult here, because it's like just one subject out of your college, out of your college syllabus, one subject which you're learning. But main thing is analyze that, are you in the right journey? Okay, how much time you're spending in this? Okay, if you are in the right journey, how long this journey will exist? That is what you have to see. It's not that like you learn the course this year, next year automatically market demand is dropping down for the course. It will not work. This will not work. Okay, so just see, if I learn this course, what will be the next 15 to 20 years of my career? At least 15 to 20 years of my career, what will be there? Okay, that is what you have to imagine. And what positions you have for this DevOps and Azure, that you'll survive in the market. Because at the end of the day is what salary, guys. I would not prefer to say like you'll not take a position from a career, you'll not take anything from your any company, because there are n number of companies. If not this company, some other company will give you. But end of the day is what you'll take home is your knowledge and your salary. That is what you take home. So that's the reason. So prefer to research more which all places your cloud is your, which all places you have used all these details, right? So see every place and then take a decision on this. That is what you have to prefer. So first thing is research everywhere. What is the demand? Okay, a lot of blogs are written today, right? So you'll get an idea on that, what is happening in the market. Okay, and then DevOps should have a soft and hard skill. That means you require a little bit of soft skills and your technical skills. And you'll be doing your scripting. Scripting means automation. We'll be learning scripting from the scratch. Scripting is not programming. Purely, it is a you can say a sequential way of automating things. For example, if you're doing some activity, okay, which contain 10 steps, put that in sequential order and execute that inside a file. Okay, so there are multiple tools like in this. Ansible is there, you have your Jenkins is there, you have your Terraform is there. Okay, all these things will be implementing here, so you'll get some idea on this scripting knowledge, right? And then coming to roles and responsibilities, so mostly it's a full-time role, guys. 90% you get full-time roles. 10% some companies prefer to have contract, that is different thing. But for DevOps everywhere it is full-time, because the resources are limited. Okay, they are not getting these resources with their full knowledge, and they're responsible for production and ongoing maintenance. That means we are responsible here for maintaining the application, real-time websites. Okay, so our tools are that intelligence, you don't need to do anything. If you know DevOps tools will manage the website. Okay, you just need to sit behind DevOps tools. And this is purely a day shift job. There's no night shift, there's no rotation shifts, there's no 24/7 shift. So like how a developer works, similarly that much demand is there for us. And then you should have a strong skills of CI/CD. That is what you saw the tools, right? Jenkins, Maven, Git, Kubernetes. These are all CI/CD tools. And then you require any one of the cloud knowledge, either your Azure, AWS, or GCP. So if you learn Azure this year, next year try to learn AWS. It is easy. Have a multi-cloud that will give you more demand in the market. It's same. All the three clouds are same. The service is same. Only the vendor is different. The way the selling the product is different. And then able to troubleshoot, system troubleshooting. So we'll be learning troubleshooting behind every tool we'll be learning troubleshooting. And then manage all cloud infrastructure. Okay, so complete infrastructure you'll be managing it here. So in the Azure portal you can manage everything, how to create machines, how to create services, how to manage your CPU RAM for the real time applications, all these things you can manage it here. That is possible with this. And automation we are doing, okay, how to design also we are drawing architecture diagrams, okay, analyze, design and evaluate, all the three things we'll be learning here. Okay, so that is where you require these roles, right? So mostly like I would say like uh, you'll not be working 100% on these tools, okay. It depends upon company to company. Some company, for example, if you give the interview, some company says I want a knowledge of Linux, I want a knowledge of Git, I want a knowledge of Jenkins, I want a knowledge of cloud. Some company says I want a knowledge of Linux, I want a knowledge of Kubernetes, I want a knowledge of cloud. So if you go for a company, it's not 100% that this company will use all the tools. You'll be learning here everything because you're preparing for the interview, so that you're ready to work in any environment, okay. But when you go in the company, there'll be a work life balance with the DevOps. That is where people are preferred to go with DevOps, because some company says I use only Docker Kubernetes for my product, some companies say I use only cloud, some companies says I use only basic tools. So your work is simplified, same salary you're getting, salary is same, is no less or more, it is same, your job is simplified. Next company when you go, implement next tools, so you get a proper set of, your profile will grow day by day, like every company you switch, your profile will keep growing in, okay. That is where this DevOps and Azure is now demand in the market, because companies are looking for professionals. And second thing, people are looking for a work life balance. They don't want a job where there's a lot of headache, lot of stress and everything. This is a stress free job where people are preferred to use, and there's a lot of demand for it in the market, because as soon as the population is growing, demand for this industry for DevOps is growing, because that much infrastructure. If you see if you see normally how many people is to make online products, maybe if you see before your COVID, how many people is to buy products online? Hardly, if you see like not also half of the population. But today, after COVID, everything is online, every business is online. So demand, see the demand for this websites, product, everything is going online, right? So demand is growing, okay, demand is growing. So these complete industries are dependent on your DevOps and cloud today, okay. Everything is online, you do anything today, everything is, every store has a online. If you say DMart also bought a DMart online. So you see, anything is online, right? Anything goes online today in India. Why? Because the demand is increasing. And do you think this entire applications, what are the apps, mobile apps or your websites, are used only by educated people? No, even today in villages, people see Netflix. They use WhatsApp. They use your Instagram. And every age people, it can be kid, it can be teenager, it can be a child, it can be your parents, it can be your grandparents, it can be mid-age people. Everyone is using this application. So see the demand for it. So the entire population is using it. So if the population is growing, the demand for this DevOps and Azure will grow in the market. Okay. And is the population, and populations keep increasing day by day. That's the reason any company you go, minimum they'll have at least 6 to 10 engineers of DevOps engineers. That much demand is growing on this. That much demand is growing in the market today. Okay, that is where it is going. Fine. I'll take a pause here before I proceed. Any questions, guys? Any questions? Any queries and doubts?
Nothing else. Everything is good.
Okay, fine. So no questions. And lastly, okay. So how do you accelerate your okay? How do you accelerate your career in DevOps and Azure? So very first thing, gain the complete skills anywhere. So we have seen like when we do the interview for the people, we see that people just learn 4 to 5 tools and they say like we are ready for the job. No, that doesn't work. So first of all, gain the entire overview knowledge. Okay, learn the complete tools at least at the advanced level, not at the basic level or intermediate level, at least touch that advanced topics. Okay, and then you start preparing a resume, and then you start giving the interviews. Because if you're able to tell the complete picture what exactly a DevOps does, that is what company requires. So companies are preferred to have people who have a knowledge, okay, of overall tools. Okay, for why? Because for example, maybe today company is not using that tool, but tomorrow there's a requirement, so that people should have at least idea what exactly is that tool. Okay, that is where companies prefer. So gain the entire knowledge and then prefer to go. Maybe you'll not be working that many tools in the market in the company, but still gain the knowledge, because company prefer to have a person with confidence. They want person to have a confidence to use that tool. That is where companies prefer. And then coming to the roadmap, when you say roadmap, first start with Linux. Programming is for developers. First start with Linux. Anywhere you go, first learn the complete operating system knowledge, then only prefer to start. Because today industry is demanding it and market is looking for it. Okay. Anywhere you go, Linux is essential, Linux is mandatory. Okay. And then you start with DevOps or start with Azure. Anyone. You start with DevOps or start with Azure, doesn't matter. And finally learn something called monitoring. There's a lot of monitoring in the Azure. These are also tools again. Okay. So that monitoring is added. So you'll be learning four things: Linux, DevOps, Azure Cloud, and the monitoring, which is called SRE, Site Reliable Engineer. Okay. There is one more word used in the market, SRE, Site Reliable Engineer. Okay. So this is go in the market. Okay. So this is required to learn in the market because this will add weightage in the profile. Okay, that is so once, like, see, anywhere what happens is, we have seen the product based companies is the interview will be tough, but when you go inside, there's no much work. There's no much work. It's like a stable work, like you just do your normal day work, hardly like 4 hours 5 hours you do it. Okay, and you're done with your work. That is how it is. So only thing is that first gain the knowledge, guys. Anywhere people will look for the confidence, because interviews are tough, because people want to put pressure on you and see that how much pressure you can handle in a worst scenarios. Okay, but 99% there is no worst scenario happens in the company. It's just for preparing yourself. That's it. Okay, so have a proper roadmap, learn everything. Okay, and get certified. If you want to get certified only once you go inside a company. Don't learn certification outside. To say I will learn the course, I will write a certificate, then I go. No, that is not, because certification doesn't prove anything. Certificate is just a criteria to shortlist your profile, but not to crack the interview, because end of the day you have to speak in the interview. That is a reality. Fine. So understand the DevOps and cloud requirement in the market. Research everywhere what is the demand. What is the demand for 7 years, 8 years, 10 years, 12 years, 17 years. So it depends upon the experience you demanded. And if you're from different background, doesn't matter. Okay, you try to switch the career keeping all the details, okay, from the previous companies, and proceed with it. Okay, just edit your resume and give it a try. Doesn't No one is going to research that much about yourself. So if you feel that I just want to give a try, just change your resume completely in DevOps and try to upload in Naukri and everything, and see that the response of the calls how you're getting. Okay, what people are expecting from you. Because until unless you give an interview, you cannot say that whether I am unsuitable for this or not. Okay, so my personal thing, personal experience is what: learn the course, go for the interview. Okay, at least sit for 4 to 5 interviews, and then you see sixth interview you'll crack it. Minimum 4 to 5 interviews will go. Okay, it is common anywhere. Not only this, any technology, it is common. Because we have to understand that what exactly market is looking from my profile. Okay, if you sit in that interviews, what is the demand from the companies, what they're expecting from for my experience. So that is what you have to look at, and then analyze the huge market, know your salaries. Main important is salary. Research for the salary, what industry is giving the salary, how much salary industry is providing. Okay, check all these places and then take a decision on this. Okay, so there's a lot of certification which your DevOps provides. Every tool level it is there. or your Azure itself provides you. Azure administration, this is level 1, this is level 2. Azure DevOps is level 2. Okay, Azure DevOps is level 2. Similarly, that is for developer also they provide it, because Azure is not only for your DevOps engineer, as well as it is for developers. Fine. Okay. Any questions, guys? Any questions? Any queries and doubts? So we'll be drawing technical diagram, but technical diagram I don't want to draw it now, because we'll be implementing this in the beginning of the course, before we start your overview of the DevOps tools. So when you start overview of DevOps tools, that time I'll be showing you end-to-end flow of your DevOps. Okay, how do you do the end-to-end flow of your DevOps? That is what we're going to see here. Okay, that is what we're going to see here. So we'll be implementing this end-to-end flow of your DevOps. Okay, this is how we implement the end-to-end flow, and this flow will be broken into a multiple technical architectures. Okay, this is how the flow I'll explain you. What is each and every tool? I'll take a scenario, how you get the requirement, how you get your work, everything will be speaking in terms of this one. But they'll be taking the initial classes where I give overview of DevOps tools, and then I'll start one tool in detail. In detail, we'll be starting one tool. Parallelly, we'll be learning cloud. Parallelly, we'll be learning your cloud. Okay, both will be learning parallel. Okay? And then in between of the course, we'll be doing your projects. 6 projects I told you, right? That 6 projects will give you more hands-on. Okay, daily there'll be hands-on. 1 hour, half an hour practical, half an hour theory. Okay, half an hour is theory, half an hour is practical. Daily 1 hour of class. In that half an hour theory, half an hour practical, and in between we'll be doing these 6 different projects where you'll be implementing this knowledge. Okay. Any questions? Any queries? Hope you got the syllabus as well. You can prefer this. You can just go through the syllabus. Okay, you can go through this syllabus of completely. If you have any questions, you can reach out to this number. You can go to this number and just get them. Okay, details from them. They'll give you all these things. You can see this complete course agenda. You can see the complete Linux. Linux itself will take 1 week, one and a half week, guys. Okay, it's not that Linux you cannot learn 1 or 2 days. It will take minimum 1.5 week. Okay, that is required. And then you complete the tools. Behind every tools, there will be a scenario-based questions, interview questions, where you'll be preparing this one. Right? You can prefer all the tools. You can go through the complete syllabus. You'll get an idea of this. Okay, completely Azure, your interview preparation, grooming from technical to non-technical. All these things will be speaking. There'll be some classes where I keep about interview, where I'll speak about resume preparation, where I'll speak about your technical rounds, where I'll speak about people from a different background. Okay, if they have any queries to how they convert that non-technical content to technical, all that things we'll be speaking here. Right? And everything is shared. Whatever you learn it here, everything is shared. There's nothing like hidden here. Everything is a drive. You can just download it from there. Right? Okay. Any questions, guys? Any questions? Any queries? Any doubts? Because this is like demo, right? I just wanted to keep it short. So I didn't want to take like 2 hours of demo or 3 hours of demo. It will not work. Okay. Because people will get bored. Okay. So you'll understand the technical stuff when you start the first class. You'll get some idea on that. Right? Any questions? Any queries? Any doubts?
There are no questions. It's good.
Hmm? Okay. So main thing is research, guys. Go anywhere, learn anywhere, doesn't matter. But research that which all companies are using this DevOps. See your LinkedIn, how much salary you're getting. Okay. How much demand, how much openings are coming. Okay. Read some blogs about DevOps and Azure, and then take a decision. Go learn anywhere, doesn't matter. But research first before you start learning. Research. Don't think about the complexity of this learning. Any technology will have little bit of complexity. There is common, but see that what if I learn today, what will be my next 10 to 15 years of journey? Will this technology support me to be in the industry for 15 years or 20 years? That is what you have to see here. It's not that how complex it is to learn, that is secondary. Okay, first thing is the journey. Complexity everywhere it is there, but compared to other technology, DevOps is very not that complex. It is easy to learn. I would say it is easy to learn, because all the tools are not same. Every tool has a frequency of learning. Some tools you can learn in 2 days, some tools you can learn in 3 days, some tools it may take 1 week. Depends upon the frequency. That is how it is. Right? If no questions, I'll take a pause. If any questions, I'll wait. Anything, any questions? Any more questions? Okay then. Okay. If you want further details, just contact institute. They'll give you the details on this. Again, you can go and talk to them and prefer to talk to them with any details. This is the contact number. You can just do WhatsApp on this number. Okay, they'll provide you the details of this. Right?
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you guys. Bye bye.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Thank you.
Thank you.